that many are the affliction of the righteous. That means when you chose to be saved, I'm talking about for real saved, I'm talking about live saved, I'm talking about the fruit of the Spirit, long suffering, patience. You understand what I'm saying? Kindness, you know what I'm talking about, the thing that sometimes is missing in the church. These are fruits. A fruit has to be grown. It comes in time. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, get in your notes. In fact, let's turn over there and make sure we come back to verse 8, co-pastor. Because it is imperative as I continue on in this teaching concerning principles for success that you understand that there is a roadmap that God has already predestined for your life, and you don't have to do anything but allow yourself to be processed through time. If you get this, it'll save you a lot of time. You do not go to high school and graduate if you don't finish. Some get basic. You don't go to first grade until you're of age. And then once you become of age and go to first grade, just because you're of age, you can't bypass the first class. If men have this kind of sense, not to control you, not to manipulate you, but what they're doing is they're ordering your steps for you. So they know you need to have a first base before you have a second base. So I don't know if any of you all know baseball, but there's a first base, there's a second base, there's a third base, then there's home base, okay? So when you get to, if they hit the ball and the ball get caught, you can't go to no base. But if they hit the ball and they don't catch the ball, then automatically they get a chance to run, okay? So as soon as they hit it, the smart batter runs before he don't sit there and watch to see if he's going to catch it. He runs as soon as he hits it. Okay, you got me. But he cannot overrun first without touching it. And sometimes as Christians, sometimes as human beings, we're trying to bypass process. But process and principles are for your own safety. Okay? So once he gets on first, if any one of the outfielders get the ball, but it's got to hit the ground to be live. Once they get it, it's up to him. If he touched that base before they can get to him, he's safe. But it's up to him if he thinks he can make it to second. So sometimes he's in between trying to steal bases. And sometimes in life, if we're not careful, that's how we are. We in between bases, and we're trying to steal the next base before it's time. But what happens is you're taking a chance. So sometimes you make it, and then sometimes you got to go all the way back and sit down. You see? But God has it set up. He has it set up that we all have already been created to succeed. Because Jesus hit the home run, if you will. A home run, hear me, a home run is when the batter hits the ball and he knocks it either out of the park or they can't get to it, so he's got time to touch first, second, third, and then end up back home and he gets that point, okay? But on most of the time, you have to go through the process. I don't know about you. Tell your neighbor, I want the process. See, because the process don't fail. And one thing about a home run is hit or miss. But if you at least hit the ball, you guarantee to get to first base. Well, Noah is about to get to first base and then second base because of his obedience with God. That means God's going to put him in a place without him doing anything in regards to where God's going to put him. Well, this is